Hello, everybody. It is day 29 of 365 days of my raw journey of suspending disbelief. Today is May 21st, 2024, and today was just amazing. Today was so productive, and I hate to celebrate that almost because of how overdone and overemphasized productivity is in our um, world these days, right? But damn, do I love a good productive day. I just really do. Um, I have had these never ending to do lists, and I know we all have never ending to do lists, but I have had for my business these to do lists that were like impossibly long for so long now. They have been sort of hanging over my head. This meditation album, um, just several things, right? Just so many things that are the types of tasks that have 100 tasks below them, right? That have, or like 1,000 tasks below them that just have so many moving pieces. And it can feel really overwhelming when you have a list like that. And I've had this list that has just kept growing over the last couple of years. And I've felt like I have barely chiseled away at any of it, right? Like I felt like I barely checked any of it off in that same time frame. So yeah, that is coming from someone who was nicknamed online by so many people the queen of productivity as an ADHDer. So I went from being like hyper productive, um, despite my ADHD, into my spiritual awakening. That's really what the shift was. And when I went into my spiritual awakening, I just needed so much more rest. I needed so much more time to cry and heal and meditate and do all of the energy stuff, to be able to move quickly through all of that. And I do mean quickly. The process that I have been through in that period of time would take most people probably decades, because most people wouldn't just kind of drop everything and have the rest of their life on hold. And I didn't necessarily intend to do that, but that is what happened. And anyways, all of that to say, I'm super excited that it is moving again. And I know I talked about this yesterday, but it just feels amazing to have these productive days. Um, the the energy also still has picked up, whether you want to attribute that to astrological sources or whatever. The collective energy has picked up. It is moving faster again than it was. And I am not an astrology expert, so I cannot tell you what is going on up in the heavens to make that happen. I do know that sitting here right now, I can see the nearly full moon out my window. So we are coming up on a time of releasing um, what is no longer serving. And for me, I definitely know that this full moon, I am releasing all of that stuck energy, all of that slow, dragged down, heavy, um, sort of pause energy, and all of that disbelief. I'm letting go. I am suspending all of that disbelief that things can just be easier, that they can move faster, that I can get things done, that um, I get to be successful, that my success is inevitable, and that I'm always exactly where I'm supposed to be. And I do believe this with my heart, mind, body, soul. Like I would not have put the rest of my life sort of on hold to do all of the healing, to do all of the processing and all of that, if it had not been for the fact that I do deeply believe and always have believed that we're exactly where we're supposed to be, that nothing happens for no reason, right? It always happens for a reason. There's always something. Um, and a lot of the time it can be really hard to see, but I've always believed that there's a reason for everything, and that there's a silver lining for everything as well. And where am I going with this? I'm really feeling this like powerful release of all of these heavy, stagnant, slow moving energies, which is really interesting. And I'm not sure if I'm the only one in this regard or not, but we're in Taurus season, and Taurus is it's an earth energy. It's a slower moving energy. And um, so for me to be releasing that kind of energy right now almost seems backwards to me in my head, but I could be wrong about that. I definitely have been feeling the shift from being stuck though into movement, and I'm just celebrating that so, so hard. Um, Again, today co-creating with the universe by choosing how I'm feeling, right? I am leaning into everything that feels amazing. I am putting my energy behind the things that are really fueling me right now. When I have a hit of inspiration, I am full blast on it. Um, I am I'm dragging people with me if I need to, kind of thing. Not that it was dragging energy, but even with Jess and Kelly, um, we have been behind the scenes brainstorming a podcast for a really long time, um, and have not managed to move it forward. And again, this has been over that same period of time, right? Where I've had so many things coming up. Jess has had so many things coming up. Kelly has had, like life just happens and it gets busy. And um anyway, the inspiration came in and I was like, nope, we're doing this tomorrow, like getting on a call, we're going to record. And today we made progress. And it feels so amazing. And um yeah, heads up, there's going to be another podcast coming. um but I am yeah, I'm just celebrating. Everything just feels like a celebration today. Everything feels incredible. Everything feels like there's nowhere but up from here. Like it just can only get better. And as it gets better, it keeps on getting better. And it just feels so good. And this is, again, I do firmly believe that this is a direct result of this suspending disbelief. It's a result of many things. Okay. I am actively healing. I am actively getting the support that I need, getting coaching, doing healing sessions with other providers, other practitioners, participating in the containers that I'm in, the masterminds, the memberships, all of these things so that I can fill my cup so that I can show up with a full cup, right? So um obviously there are more pieces than just suspending disbelief because we're taking action based on that suspended disbelief. We're taking action in the energy of inevitable success. And because I'm taking action in the energy of inevitable success, I am not missing calls. I am not, skipping things that I can just do on the replay. I'm showing up live as often as I can. I am putting my all into things and really giving it my best, right? And that makes such a difference. And um yeah, the only thing, which I can't even say I'm not celebrating because I'm so, so happy for Jess and Kelly, but they are going on a trip to Europe together and they get to meet each other face to face. And I'm super, super jealous, but also so excited for them and happy for them. I just wish that I could be going. Um, and hearing them talk about it, I just am dreaming of the day that we can all meet, of the day that I can meet so many women who I've met online who are just absolutely beautiful, wonderful souls, and who I cannot wait to get to know better in person when my inevitable success comes in and I have the money to be flying around the world, seeing new places, meeting new people. I cannot wait. And I'm so excited to be doing that. I'm so excited for Jess and Kelly. And when I say jealous, it's not in a like, I wish it was me, not them, but it is just like, oh, I wish I would love to be going with them. Um, but I do know that it's coming. And the more I focus in on this suspending disbelief challenge, on trusting in my inevitable success, the sooner that day will come. So, really looking forward to it. And um yeah, beyond that, just I'm so celebrating. I'm just in this super celebration. Like I'm exhausted and I'm ready to sleep. Um After a super productive day, I have used all of my resources physically, mentally, energetically. I'm ready for like a brilliantly deep night's sleep. And yet I just want to be like jumping up and down and squeeing kind of thing. Like I feel so amazing. So sending out some of this extra amazingness to anyone who's listening to this. Feel it, receive it if you want it. This is just so light and bubbly and exciting. And I hope you can feel that and take a little bit of that in, add it to your day, and enjoy. And I will talk to you all tomorrow.